So did your release from the Sunrisers come as a surprise to you?
Not a surprise today when it was officially released. Obviously they got around the teams a little bit earlier than that, so I found a few days ago, and yep, that's the way it goes, and had a really enjoyable time at SRH and a lot of fond memories.
Has this made you reconsider your stance on playing T20 cricket for NZ and instead, focus on longer formats?
No, not really. There's a lot of competitions around the world, and the IPL's certainly an amazing comp to be a part of. And you see players play for different teams all the time. There's always a lot of options and a lot of cricket. So for me, I love playing all formats.
Huey, you're still keen to play in the IPL?
Yeah, it's an amazing place to play. A really special tournament. So enjoyed my time there. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
You've been sounded out by anyone else?
Well, I think the process is that there's an auction, and you wait and see, really.
Can you get back to your IPL performance from 2018?
Can I what, sorry?
Get back to your IPL performance, your form.
We had a good year there, and as a team, we had a really good campaign. And for me as a player, always looking to improve and keep getting better and enjoy the game, and that's the focus for me.
Kane, obviously, both India and New Zealand bowed out at the semi-finals this time. A week later, you're playing another series, and then there's an ODI series. Let's talk about the emotional toll it takes on the players. Or do you just get it back into it, or how does that work?
Yeah, the schedule's pretty busy, certainly at the moment, and obviously that's something a lot of teams are faced with, and are playing series either starting tomorrow or the next day like us. So it's I think as a team it's sort of regrouping. We had a few days off, and looking forward to the series ahead. It's always a special series when you get the opportunity to play India, and it's always well supported as well.
And after a long time, we're not going to see Trent Bolt in the team. How does that affect the team itself? And a word on Bolty and what he's done for the Black Caps over the years.
Oh yeah, Trent's been a world-class player for us and a huge member of our team for a long time, and certainly very much hopeful we'll see him again in New Zealand colours. But obviously it's a moving landscape, and you make different decisions throughout your career. So we'll just have to see how the next sort of few months or period of time goes.
Do you think dropping experienced players, like Martin Guptill and Trent Bolt this series is the right move?
There's a number of parts to that decision, and you're always factoring in whether it's timing after major events and other parts to that in terms of decisions that they've made for reasons that are supported, but not always, headed in the same direction in terms of international cricket, and trying to balance that out with some franchise cricket. And as we've seen in the last few months, that a lot of those decisions are being made and trying to be balanced, and it's just a process to work through over the next period of time. It's hard to know exactly what it looks like, but I know everybody's eager to see it try and be nicely balanced.
Are you concerned by the lack of younger people, under 25, banging on the door for selection in all three formats?
I don't really know. I sort of don't know exactly individuals at different ages and things like that, in terms of us and focusing on the cricket that we're playing. That's where my attention is, but it's a pretty natural thing that you transition as teams and new players enter environments, and they have opportunities to learn and play and get involved in the team. So it happens all the time, I think, in any environment, any sport, any workplace.
So if you're not concerned, are there any young players that you could identify here today that you think about?
Today, as in just around the domestic circuit. I think there are some players that are playing well, and they had a really good A tour. There were some players that had good exposure there, playing a really strong India A side. So there are those opportunities. I think with COVID and the lack of perhaps some of those tours, that's not been helpful. But it's nice to be back into playing more cricket, and more players, younger players as well, getting opportunities to continue to improve and put their hand up for the New Zealand team.
Thoughts on the India squad? Obviously they're missing a few, but still plenty of stars in their squads that they've brought over.
Yeah, their side and whichever side are incredibly busy. They play a lot of cricket, and we're seeing that it's become quite a natural part of the game where not everybody can do everything, and the depth of talent that they have in India is second to none. So I've certainly seen all the talent that these players possess, and they've all, I think, all played for India before as well, and a lot of superstars on that side.
Plenty of tight encounters last time they were here with super overs and whatnot, and the crowd's expecting similar again, a tightly fought series.
Yeah, absolutely. There are match winners throughout both teams, and we've had a number of great series over the years, so looking forward to this one.
Are you expecting to play all 3 T20s or 3 ODIs? Okay.
Yeah, those discussions will be had. I suppose, well, we've been having a few chats around trying to just manage workloads and make sure guys are staying nice and fresh. So, yeah, those discussions will be good.
Do you believe
Last couple,
Martin
guys.
Guptill, will be part of the side's plans for next year's World Cup?
There's a lot of time between now and then, and so I can't name any team for you. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of cricket to be played. Martin's been an amazing player for us over a long period of time, as have a lot of players. So discussions that will be had in due course.
You're confident of still being picked up in the IPL?
I'm not the person buying players, but I'll look forward to seeing what happens. We don't have control over a lot of these things, so for me, it's just focusing on my cricket, enjoying it here in New Zealand, which is where I love playing, and looking forward to whatever series is in front of me.
Just lastly, how was Hardik as a co-driver on the croc bike?
Yeah, good control. He was in charge of the brake, so I was a little bit nervous, but did a good job.
Awesome. All right, thanks very much, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Kane.